Leadership is a critical skill that has been studied, analyzed, and developed for centuries. Over time, a variety of leadership styles have emerged, each with its unique strengths and weaknesses. One style that has gained popularity over the past few decades is contingency leadership. In this video, we will explore the history of contingency leadership and its applications in today's world. First, let's define what contingency leadership is. Contingency leadership is a leadership style where the leader's actions are dependent on the situation they find themselves in. In other words, a leader cannot use a one-size-fits-all approach in different situations, but must adapt their leadership style to meet the needs of the moment. Contingency leadership was first proposed in the 1960s by management theorist Fred Fiedler. Fiedler believed that a leader's effectiveness was determined by the match between their leadership style and the situation they were in. He argued that there were two types of situations a leader could find themselves in: task-oriented or relationship-oriented. In task-oriented situations, leaders need to focus on achieving specific goals, such as finishing a project on time or improving a company's bottom line. They must motivate their team to complete their work and ensure that everyone is working towards the same objectives. Leaders who are effective in task-oriented situations are often more directive, providing clear instructions and feedback to their team to ensure that everyone is on the same page. On the other hand, relationship-oriented situations require leaders to build strong relationships with their team members so that they can create a supportive environment where everyone feels valued and heard. These leaders prioritize teamwork, collaboration, and communication to ensure that everyone is working together towards a common goal. Fiedler's contingency theory argues that the most effective leaders are the ones who can change their style based on the situation they are in. For example, if a leader is in a task-oriented situation, they will need to focus on providing direction and guidance to their team. However, if they are in a relationship-oriented situation, they will need to prioritize building strong relationships with their team members to create a supportive environment. Since Fiedler's original theory was proposed, many other researchers have expanded on the idea of contingency leadership. For example, Hersey and Blanchard introduced the concept of situational leadership and argued that leaders must adapt their style based on the maturity of their team members. Leaders must use different styles depending on whether their team members are just starting out or whether they are more experienced in their roles. Today, contingency leadership is widely used in organizations and businesses around the world. Leaders recognize that they cannot use a one-size-fits-all approach, but must adapt their style to meet the needs of the situation. In today's fast-paced and ever-changing business environment, leaders must be flexible and adaptable to ensure that they can respond quickly to changes in the market. In conclusion, contingency leadership is a leadership style where the leader must adapt their style based on the situation they find themselves in. This approach recognizes that different situations require different types of leadership, and effective leaders are the ones who can change their style to meet the needs of the moment. Over time, many researchers have expanded on the idea of contingency leadership, making it a widely recognized and used approach by leaders around the world. By using contingency leadership, leaders can ensure that they are providing their team with the right kind of leadership to succeed in any situation.